So today I wanted to show you how to access historic maps online, as this is a really interesting and good way of finding out what used to be there in the past, where you live today, or places you like to visit. So today we just have a look at what used to be where Wester Hailes is today. So the National Library of Scotland, you can see, has loads of different maps online, and you can look at them in different ways. Here you can look at the actual maps and also download them. Here you can browse by the different map makers, the ones who surveyed and the maps in the past. And I want to show you today the georeference maps. So going on here, once you click on it, it shows you a bit more in detail how to use the different selections and stuff. All I'm going to decrease this, and here you can see that's the Google image satellite map. So first of all, let's quickly find Edinburgh, just here. And Wester Hailes is here. Here's Kingsnow Golf Course, Water of Leith, Towpath, Calder Road, Bypass, just to give you a reference of where we are. And then here you can select Scotland, so that's the maps you want to access for Scotland, and the earliest one is from 1752-55, the Roy Lowlands one. And if you increase here the opacity to 100%, you can actually then see the map itself. So back then you can see it was mainly fields and agriculture with a few settlements. You can here again see the Water of Leith, and here this is a bit hard to read, but I think this reads, so used to be already a quarry back then. So with this old map, because it's not always like 100% accuracy in the overlay. So maybe let's move on to the next one from 1843-82, which is a more precise one. Again, you can see the Water of Leith here. You can also see the canal here. You can see some quarries mentioned here. There's one here. There's a bigger quarry here, the Barberton Quarry, where sandstone was being quarried. So let's have a look what's there today. So this is actually Westburn Woods, so that's really interesting. So you're quite often looking at these historic maps, you can find out why certain features like parks or even older tree planting, why they're here today. And if you also here look at, I mean, it already says it in the name, Wester Hailes Quarry Park. So you can see there also used to be a big quarry. So back then, Drumbriden, the settlements here already mentioned here, or not mentioned, but already exist back then. And here is Wester Hailes, looks also like a farm. This looks like maybe a walled garden where they grew their own Indian orchard, their own fruit and veg, and then the farmland they were farming around them. And you can see those are all avenue trees, or maybe hedges along the boundaries of the fields or along the roads. And maybe the next one here, around 1900, you can see still very much still all agriculture, not much developed yet. Going up to the next one, which one here? This one here, 1937-61, or S map. So here you can see it's getting more housing being built, so that's called as here. side hill here, and interestingly, if you look at the map here, back then it was actually a quite different layout. So that means what you can see today was actually built more recently. And first, when it built, it looked actually quite different. And the last map I just quickly show here is from 1949-1969. So even still then, much of Westerhales wasn't actually being built. So that was quite a really quick introduction of how to look at the historic maps online and explore a little bit. So yeah, it would be really interesting to find out from you if there's anything you didn't know and you found on the maps when looking at them, and maybe some interesting facts on some features you can still see today, which was already there in the past. Yeah, so let us know what you find out.